Beautiful shot out here, man.
I'd only been in Cairo a short time and I realised the options of stories to tell are limitless. So today, instead of indulging in an entire music scene, I simply followed a person around Cairo and heard what he had to say.
My name's Joseph Tawadros. I'm an oud player and composer, Egyptian born, but Australian raised. And I see myself as an Australian stuck in an Egyptian man's body. So I really first encountered the oud through a movie. Yeah, the movie that I saw that really grabbed me was a movie on Sayyid Darwish, the great Egyptian composer. There's a scene where he picks up his dad's gold watch, holds it up to his ear, and an oud solo starts to play, and then he swaps the gold watch for an oud and starts his journey. And I was thinking, wow, this is cool, maybe I could do that. But Dad didn't have a gold watch. مولاي يا مولاي مولاي.
As we walked around the markets, watching the locals doing their thing and Joe carrying his oud, I got curious again. Where does this instrument actually come from? Well, the oud,
there's an ancient Egyptian prototype. Then that was taken by the Persians, which was made into an instrument called the barbat. And then that was taken by the Arab and made into an instrument called the oud, the modern day oud. And then that was taken by Zeriab, the famous player to Spain in the 9th century. So that's how it kind of entered Europe, and then it became the lute. So the word lute comes from oud, actually. Then that becomes the guitar. So maybe without the oud, we would have no guitar.
We carried on our tour around the centre and entered Muhammad Ali Street, the street of music. At some point, we ducked into a small workshop to visit yet another man working away on his craft, an oud maker. Watching him work made me realise that I didn't actually know what an oud is made of, so I asked.
The oud is primarily wood. You have usually a spruce or a cedar soundboard, which is the front. Usually 3 sound holes. Sometimes you have 1, so it doesn't really matter. That's ornamental. Then you have a fingerboard, which is a short fingerboard. It's fretless, so it doesn't have those metal bits like a guitar. And then you have a peg box, which is bent, which holds the strings. And then you have a bridge, which the strings are tied onto.
It might be February in Egypt, but that doesn't mean it's winter, so we stopped to grab a juice to cool down from the heat. A delicious sugar cane and carrot juice. The juice spot so happened to be right beside an old friend of Joe's, Isawi Daher, an amazing 84-year-old violinist that still had it in him, so we went to pay him a visit.
And I was just taken by him, and he was very kind and nice and welcoming, and so I used to just go and sit with him and watch him play and learn phrases.
لأن بيشوف الشر قدام منه وبينبسط. ربنا يجعله بقى إيه؟ ما هو زي السودان. ربنا يجعل له إيه بقى؟ يجعل له ناس يقع معاها ويبقى الشر أكتر. زي بالظبط كده الضحك يجيب الضحك. ويجيب الانبساط. من غير سنان.
It's moments like these that leave me in absolute awe, witnessing a man doing what he loves most in the comfort of his living room. You can hear Cairo in his music, that distinctive sound, which led me to my next question. What is the reason behind the Arab music sounding so different to the Western music that I'm used to?
Arabic music is very unique in the fact that it uses quarter tones, so there's extra pitches that the West don't use. I mean, once upon a time, the Western music did use microtones, but that was cancelled out with the development of harmony. And in Arabic music, there is no harmony. Traditionally, there is no harmony, so no, you don't play 2 different notes at once. Here's major, minor, quarter tone. So there's no chord progression. It's all based on modes. Arabic music's made up of scales called maqams, and that's a series of notes like major and minor. So you have major and minor in Western music, but you also have other scales from different tonics in different places. It's the prowess of a player to know them and to know how they connect and how to modulate to other modes and return to the original mode. It's always important to return to the original mode you start on.
The intensity of the markets demands a break now and then, so we decided to add a stop and soak in the views of the city from Bab Zuwaila, one of the 3 remaining gates of the Fatimid Cairo's walls. So we now know a lot about the music that Joe plays, but what makes your music your music?
I mean, the music, I think there's a lot of colour in it. I mean, I like colour in all aspects of life, if it be in your environment that you live or what you wear. I think colour is important, and I think the great thing with Egypt is colour. The people are colourful, the language is colourful, the food is colourful, everything is colourful.
So much colour talk got Joe in the mood for a new fez, so he took us to his local spots and sorted himself out with some new attire.
So I'm at the Tarbushka. I've been going to him for a few years to make my my fezzes. You know, I mean, I always squeeze him a bit for different colours because the fez is traditionally maroon. The fez has become more of a fashion statement for me.
When we finally sat down to talk properly, the conversation shifted. Joe's music has as much colour as it has depth. But where does that depth come from?
I think, you know, like you keep on doing it, but it's only when you go through heartbreak or you lose a loved one, then, you know, the music starts to have some sort of depth. And losing my parents within 1 year of each other, it's pretty bad. I lost my mother in 2012 and then my dad a year later in 2013. So that's a very, you know, quick, rapid time to lose 2 very inspiring, lovely figures who encourage what I do. So as adults, we find a way of just dealing with it and remembering them. And music is a way to remember them and honor them, make them proud from wherever they are.
As we deepened into the conversation, 2 kind locals in the background served as natural alarm clocks and reminded us that Joe has a gig to play tonight, so we better get going. What a day. Only one way to end it, I guess.
And there's nothing better than sitting by the Nile, man. This is about it. Even Abdul Wahab, the great Egyptian composer, has a song, Imta Zaman. It's about, you know, being with your lover by the Nile. Nothing better than that, really. So, I mean, not that I have a lover here, but, you know, hey, I'm by the Nile. It's good enough.